Hello, chess friends. We're gonna be watching the Bughouse World Championship. The qualifier number 7 in the challenger section. Sorry, I'm a little bit late in starting here. I was answering a question from a student. Yeah, this is fine. I thought maybe promoting to knight could have been better, but I think the queen is fine. And then we can take this. Yeah, mate's gonna follow pretty soon. Someone's challenging me to blitz. That's a block, and you're an asshole. People are trying to join challengers section. Oh shoot. Sorry about that. Still watching. Good. Okay. I might have to try to figure out if a few people can join. Let's check these people. Guys, never played Bughouse. But his ratings seem reasonable. Let's see, this guy is a NM. Let me check his Bughouse stats. It'd be nice if there were some other admins on to do this. Okay, his rating is reasonable. Alright, I think I've dealt with all the pending requests there. Alright, so we can focus on the tournament. So this is a 90-minute arena. Right now, Anthony Chess Bahrain. I think he's with Vincent 2016. Is in first, tied with Felix and Tandem. We're both from Germany. So a team from Bahrain and a team from Germany in first place. Hey, Jack Coffee. Jack James Coffee. I think I just approved your friend. Tell your friend to check to see if he's in. I just approved 2 requests, and I think that was one of them. And if someone has more requests to join, let me know in the chat, and I can look at them. So some recap. First of all, this is Bughouse we're watching. Bughouse is a chess variant played by 4 players in teams of 2. Whenever you capture a piece, you hand it to your partner. You make a normal chess move, or take any of the pieces in reserve that your partner's handed you. Place one on any empty square as a move. And checkmate or flag on either board wins the game. You can play on chess.com. So we're watching the Bughouse World Championship. The $5,000 prize pool provided by chess.com. We thank them for their sponsorship. Let's see. Let's watch the Anthony Chess Bahrain team. So Anthony Chess Bahrain of Vincent 2016 currently in second place. Lots of time left in the arena. So Rook would be good for Anthony Chess Bahrain. Maybe he could just take this dude. Oh, I neglected to see whose move it is, I guess. So 2 pieces for a queen, pretty even. Knight check, we can take the queen. Oh, now we get the queen even. Free. Oh, I like pawn check a little better and try to promote. Okay, but Vincent gets the mate. Anyway, Bughouse World Championship, $5,000 prize pool. There's two sections, the Challenger section and the Open section. And the distinction is the rate-in. Under 2,000, you should be in the Challenger section. Over 2,000, you should be in the Open section. So players don't need to register in advance. All you need to do is figure out whether your rate-in is above 2,000 or below 2,000 and join the appropriate club. There's a club for the Challenger section and a club for the Open section. And admins will approve you based on your rate-in, which range it falls in. So I just approved a few people for the Challenger section. We are currently watching the Challenger section. Challenger section has 8 qualifier arenas. The Open section has 6 qualifier arenas. The Deviant just won a queen here. Also has a good attack. I guess this could be a queen trade. I would still take the queen. I would take the queen, and then if he takes, I wouldn't even take back. Oh, this is a pretty good line, though. Although, okay. So he's choosing not to trade the queen just because his partner's under attack here. Okay, so there's 8 qualifier arenas for the Challenger section, 6 for the Open section. In the Challenger section, this is number 7 of 8. And the 8th arena, the 8th and final arena will be later today, in about 5 hours. The Open section, the 6th and final qualifier will be in around 3 hours. So I'm going to cover all of those arenas. After the end of the qualifiers, we'll know who qualified, and those players will then play in a group stage. So the top 4 teams from each qualifier go to the group stage. We're going to have groups. I believe it's going to be 8 groups in the Challenger section and 4 groups in the Open section. Group stage will be round robin. So you will have a match against every team from your group. The top 2 teams from each group will progress to a single elimination ladder stage. The fact that private has no blockers means a queen back here could be good. Oh, actually, private is up a lot of times, so that's not going to work. So Vincent has to deal with a time deficit. Maybe just take this. Ooh, that looks scary. I think Vincent's going to die. Not so much a fan of that move. This attacks and defends. And if a piece comes here, you could always take it. But the threat is rook at e1. So I think Vincent needs to keep attacking. Oh, not time for that. So there's a bunch of mates. Just queen takes, bishop is mate. Private is not in check. Anthony Chess Bahrain has mate. Oh my god, his partner should sit for sure. Wait, how did the king get here? What? Did I misunderstand the king and the queen? Maybe I was just blind or something. I was probably blind. New queen in. Okay. Yeah, I probably just confused the king and the queen. I'm so tired. So there's mate here also with queen. Queen at d8. A mate on both boards. This was a smothered mate. So nice mate by Anthony Chess Bahrain. Did I just confuse the king and the queen? Alright, well, we're not going to look at it. Are the groups drawn right after the other arena? Yes. And in fact, I'm told I'm the one who's going to draw them. There's some randomizer, and they want me to like press the button to do the randomization on stream so people see that there's no shenanigans. Because some of the people who are helping run the tournament are also playing in the tournament, so they're in the open section. So they want to show that they're not giving themselves favorable group stages. So the groups are kind of the luck of the draw. That's just a hung bishop. Tony took a free bishop. Gonna benefit his partner Vic. Looks like Tony and Vic are both from France. This is France, right? Yeah. Anthony Chess Bahrain and Vincent, of course, from... Oh, not from... Is Bahrain not a country? But anyway, they're from the Philippines. Anthony Chess Bahrain and Vincent are from the Philippines. Is Bahrain a city? Maybe I'm misunderstanding what Bahrain is. He didn't have to take the knight back. I would have just taken the rook and started attacking because knight here wasn't check. Okay, they traded queens. Vincent on the attack. Vincent has a fairly safe king. This, can you ignore it? What? Well, now you can't ignore it. Oh, new knight in is going to be mate. I guess that sequence worked out. Queen at... Is the king here? Oh, okay. He could have lived a few more moves, but this works for Anthony Chess Bahrain and Vincent. Let's check the stand-ins. Anthony Chess Bahrain and Vincent currently in first place. Oh, Plot and Pawn and Heavily Fraction are trying this arena. I don't think we've seen Jack Brooks. Let's check out this team here. I'm gonna unfollow. Shoot, unfollow Anthony. Shoot, we're gonna unfollow Anthony Chess Bahrain. But Heavily Fraction and Plot and Pawn are playing here. I think they already qualified a previous arena, but maybe I misremembered. Oh, Bahrain is a country beneath Qatar. Okay. That's what I thought. I thought it was a country. Thank you for sanity checking me there. So I like bughouse. Should be trying to get this bishop out so that the rook can help guard the back rank. Or we could attack with knight here. That just hangs a pawn. Not a fan of that one. For defensive purposes, you could try to get your bishop out. But it looks like he's going for offense. Knight check. Could win a queen. Okay, new knight mates. Or you could take the rook. Oh, he's got the knight. So that's mate. So Jack Brooks, I just looked up his rating and he was in the 1900s. So this will probably be a strong team here. I like Bughouse. Needs to get his king's bishop out. Because right now, like a knight and a few pieces. Why is this not working? Yeah, we'll mate him. So I would just try to guard this knight. Maybe, yeah, push pawn is reasonable. So a bishop is crushing for the 1200 strength. But I like Bughouse's up on time. So despite I like Bughouse's terrible, terrible opening, I think he will live to fight another day. Oh, maybe not. His partner's continuing to move. I don't really understand why. I don't like knight here. I think knight at f5 was more precise. So I would bring this knight back. Because you're gonna lose it anyway. So bringing the knight back can block the queen. That is pretty terrible. So the 1200 strength just lost his whole attack. King is an attacking piece. Like a rook mates, but that's extremely unlikely. So queen mates for I like bughouse. Also extremely unlikely. This is a reasonable move. And try to get queen over here. So maybe, okay. This is reasonable. And now you could even just queen takes knight and take this other knight. But wait, is this mate? Just knight here is just mate in one. So the 1200 strength managed to mate I like bughouse, which is good justice for I like bughouse's terrible opening. I like bughouse did not develop his king's bishop and deserves to get checkmated. Always develop your king's bishop so you don't get checkmated like that. Probably just stick a pawn in here. Okay, he's just gonna develop. That's reasonable. Eventually I would want to grab this rook file. Maybe he's trying to pile up on f3. Probably save the queen. Okay, he's giving the queen. So pieces would be good. Knight plus bishop would be good. Or knight and pawns. Just the knight. So 2 pawns is good. I would wait for a pawn rather than a bishop. Pawn at e7 to tempt with the queen. And then if the queen just saves itself, then another pawn would be crushing. They are down time though. If Jack Brooks was up time, then it'd be in a good situation. Pawn is still good. Might want to start defending though. Like rook at d1. Okay. Can castle, I guess. I think you take that. Jack Brooks just needs to go to for safety at this point. Oh, there's a queen coming. There's a king coming. A pawn mates. Knight takes pawn is now winning because it gives his partner the pawn that checkmates. That is not the way to take that. It leaves you very vulnerable to attack. I would go knight out, again for safety. Knight f4. Guards against these shenanigans. So mate in 1 for I like bughouse. Jack Brooks needs to make up a little time. I guess you could play queen at e8. This is a terrible move. Can't take this or he's checkmated with knight check. I guess you could just take the queen. He's really finding ways to get mated. You can sack the queen, just need to live. Okay. They're playing Ferrari Fan and Lock and Key. Ferrari Fan and Lock and Key have competed the last, I think, 2 Bughouse World Championships at least. Ended up being a strong team, went pretty far. So we'll watch one more game here, then I'll switch to watching another team. Maybe we can watch Heavenly Pawn. I'm sorry, Heavenly Fraction. I'm trying to remember the username of Marie Chess. Okay, attack this weak light square. If this takes, you take back. This takes, then the square becomes free for a knight. Jack Brooks has a good attack. Maybe just pawn at e3 and try to mount a counterattack. Never mind, no counterattack gonna happen. This defends some key squares. That just gave more initiative to Jack Brooks. Jack Brooks, I would just take. That's the free queen. I like Bughouse is pretty safe. Actually, like queen plus rook would mate, but that's extremely unlikely. I like this attack. Queen in is mate. Alright, let's find someone else to watch. Alright, we're gonna watch Heavenly Fraction here. Let's unfollow Jack Brooks. This team is now number 1 in the arena. 9 game streak, 33 arena points. And we're only half an hour in. So I think the Heavenly Fraction Plot and Pawn team has already qualified and are just getting more practice in, but I'm not certain. So Plot and Pawn, if ever not in check, should consider attacking. Maybe just pawn check, lower the king out. I like pawn check here. Oh, okay, still in check. Oh, this is getting dangerous. Queen at d7 could have been good. Oh, exploiting the pin. Very nice. But Heavenly Fraction gets mate. Oh wow, Plot and Pawn up above 2000. I think the early arena we saw, she was like 1600. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. But Plot and Pawn seems to have improved. Maybe my memory's just bad. I'm not sure. Still needs to get the king's bishop out. Okay, that's a free knight though. This knight is going to help guard. Knight guards the key square. So could consider sacking. Okay, but Plot and Pawn still going for defense. Now Plot and Pawn is pretty safe. I really would consider taking this pawn or put in a pawn on e6. I think trading the queens is good. Okay. Even better. Try to win a free piece. Get in all the pieces in play. Good technique. Oh, that's a free queen with initiative and mate. Can come back and then do the smother mate. Very nice play by Heavenly Fraction. Is 2180 legal? Is that what Heavenly Fraction is rated? Normally we expect people to improve over the course of the tournament, but we don't want people to join who have just sandbagged or their rating isn't appropriate when the tournament started. So rook mates for Heavenly Fraction with a smothered mate. Plot and pawn has some problems. I'd probably get this knight out here, try to get the bishop. This is a terrible move. It doesn't really attack anything. They're trying to exploit their time advantage, I guess. Like, this could come. Here, I think you can just bring your king away. We could take this. Time is very close. Yeah, Tony needs to make up 1 second, and this queen mates his partner. So this line may have worked for plot and pawn. It's very risky, but I think it's going to work. Vic needs to think about how to defend. Defending against the smothered mate. Probably getting the queen out to defend this pawn would be the way to do it. So where can this queen even go? Yeah, so the idea here is there's still mate. Oh, whoa, okay. Take the queen. That's a free queen. The bishop no longer defends it. We're taking this queen, right? Alright, so that was a huge blunder by Heavenly Fraction, given the knight that allowed the queen to hang. And now Tony is doing very good on his board. I don't like this. It gives plot and pawn a chance to get more pieces on. Okay, Heavenly Fraction wins anyway. We'll watch one more. Well, if a game doesn't start, maybe we'll... Okay, watch one more Heavenly Fraction game, then we'll find someone else to watch. Oh, were you talking about Emerty? This... I don't know why this guy is in this section. This is pretty ridiculous. I'm gonna check out his stats. Yeah, there's no way this guy should be in this section. Who let him in? At no point... Wait, what? Yeah, At no point has this guy been under 2000. This guy should not be in this section at all. I don't know how he got in. MRT, let me make a note. Okay, so Heavenly Fraction probably going to be off streak pretty soon. Pawn mates for MRT. Pawn's being attacked here. They are slightly down. Let's see a counterattack. Well, bishop actually defends here, so now MRT is fairly safe. The free rook. I guess she's going for initiative, but doesn't have much to work with here. That's mate for Emerty. Less nerd and Ibrat, so let's follow them. Unfollow Heavenly Fraction. Ibrat has a peace factory, but needs to watch out for draws. So this seems reasonable. Could take the queen, then drop a pawn or something like that. Always retreat the queen once he gets tired of winning free pieces. Yeah, I would take the queen, then drop like a pawn or something like that. What's another? Knight check might be a possibility. Just because if pawn takes, then this bishop is going to be takeable. I don't know. I don't see why we're not trading our fake queen for the real queen. It just seems like the obvious plan. And Ibrat is down time, so it's going to have to come up with some sort of plan. I guess Heavenly Fraction maybe wants a knight. Maybe, yeah. I mean, this move seems reasonable anyway. Knight check and try to like take the rook. But maybe wants to like drop a queen here. Rook takes, knight check. And then queen in is mate. So a rook mates for Heavenly Fraction. I guess a knight mates too. Oh, there's a knight. Okay, knight mate. I guess that's what she was going for. Let's check the stand-ins. What? Why was there a resignation? That doesn't make any sense. You don't resign in an arena. Alright, how is Ibrat doing? I don't even see Ibrat. Where is he? Did he just join? Okay, Ibrat looks like they have 21 arena points. Where does that put them? Okay, a lot of people tied at 21. So knight would be good for Jack Brooks. What? That's the free knight. I don't know why I like Bughouse just hung that. Jack Brooks says, bro, really? I like Bughouse says, we probably lose now. So bad. So rook check, the possibility. Okay, he's using the rook for defense. I would have saved the rook. I would have just put a pawn here. Oh, here we see Coffee Chest Jack James, who's in the chat earlier. Partnered with Slam, National Master. Hey, Austrimeg. Austrimeg, you already qualified, right? And Austrimeg, do you play like 4-player chess? Because your username is familiar, I think, outside of Bughouse, but maybe I'm misremembering. So Ibrat wants a knight, I assume. Oh, maybe he's just feeding his partner. I guess so. So bishops and knights are good. Really nice move. Moving the bishop. Ibrat trying to trade queen for his partner. Pawn check. Gonna lead to mate. So pawn check is mate. They are up time, so they don't have to move anymore. Ibrat can stall. He's not in any danger. He can just move the rook up. That's a free knight. Listener just won a knight from I Like Bughouse. I Like Bughouse seems to hang pieces on the regular. This hangs a piece also. So there's a mate threat here for Ibrat. This king is fairly safe. All these key squares are covered. I don't know what the point of that was. Oh, now I know what the point is. Okay. Nice mate. Didn't even see that bishop bearing down on him. Honestly, I'm not really quite woken up yet. Didn't get much sleep. I played Bughouse till like 4 a.m. and then woke up at like 10:30 to cover this. And even when I was supposedly sleeping, I wasn't really sleeping. Alright, I like Ibrat's development. Okay, picks up a free knight. Why did we not take the free knight? That was kind of odd. Dead traded a knight. Traded another knight. Less nerd is on the attack though. So pawn check would be good. You could just drop a bishop in. Tempo the queen. Queen trade offered. Maybe knight out. Not sure why less nerd is waiting. Much better to just make a move. I think he wants that perfect pawn. Okay. Apparently he was waiting that whole time for a pawn. That just hangs a knight. There is tempo though. I think maybe he needed to sack the queen there. Knight check is going to be fairly good. If we go here, then there's knight, knight, and then there's mate. So now pawn's mate. I would put the bishop in to save the pawn for over here. Pawn check we could take. But also come down here, put these knights in. Okay. Good tempo the queen. Not sure what that accomplishes. Just hangs a pawn. Maybe tempo the queen, like bishop in. I guess he is waiting for a queen to mate. He is up some time. There is pressure on this queen. Okay, thread in rook and mate. You could just walk your king. That knight is going to be quite helpful. And it probably mates, just knight check. If knight takes, you have rook in. Okay. Bishop now mates. And you could also just play knight takes knight. That's fine too. Waited for the bishop, that's mate. Alright, we'll watch one more with Ibrat, then we'll watch someone else. Less nerd is attacking, but I think Christopher Edler pretty safe. 918 Evo, I see a lot in the random pool. He and Christopher Edler can be a strong team. Less nerd only has pawns to work with. So it's feeding some stuff to Ibrat. I would start dropping pawns in. Take the rook. take the pawn and then drop some more diagonals in. Looks pretty bad for Ibrat. Pawn here is crushing. Pawn at e2. This works too. Very good move. You have to watch out for draws. Okay. Get a queen in. Maybe you can take this knight. It's a reasonable sack. Ooh, I would... okay, new knight at f3 is mate. Nice mate for 918 Evo. Alright, let's see. Ooh, maybe we watch this team that we just watched, the 918 Evo team. I'm gonna unfollow Ibrat. So two strong teams here. Heavenly Fraction is Marie Chess, who is a streamer. Not sure if she's streaming right now, but she is pretty good at chess moves, plays a lot of bullet, so super fast player. 918 Evo, Christopher Edler, more bughouse specialist. Evo has mate. So Heavenly Fraction is still winning the arena. Pretty close behind are Jack Brooks and I Like Bughouse. And I have no idea how this MRT guy got in this arena. That's kind of ridiculous. But his partner has a different... I'm not sure if his partner is actually his partner. Might have been a manual partner. Sorry, it might have been like a single player pairing. Yeah, that's a free rook. 19 Evo. Good attack. It's a free pawn. Take the queen. This is a reasonable attack. Whoa. You can't do that. I would play just... Oh, okay. Queen here's mate. Queen at e4. Yeah, when I'm being attacked, usually my focus switches from checkmate to try to defend. So I would have been looking at like queen check and then queen takes pawn, just to get totally safe. But that worked out. MRT grabs the free pawn, then hangs a pawn. Ooh, that hangs a pawn. Oh, he didn't even take that. These guys are playing pretty fast. Knight check. Okay. Knight check is still good. That's good too. Knight check, still good. This is interesting. Attacks the queen, stops this light square. And now, like, bishop's mate. They are up time. He's just taking the free queen. Bishop is pretty crushing. Even a few pawns are going to be good, but bishop is much clearer. Ooh, that pawn is on the wrong side. Should have gone on this side. Oh, now he has a knight, so that's mate. Nice job. And I watch this. Okay, the bishop guards. Take the pawn and take back. 2 pawns for a piece, even trade. That's the free queen. Now you gotta guard the pawn again. Okay, that works too. Removed one of the bishops that was attacking. Christopher Edler continuing to move his pieces nearer to the king. I like this rook move. He wants like a pawn to put in here. Knight still guards here. Oh, that's looking scary. Knight guard in the back rank shenanigans. Take the queen, right? Knight check, king up, not a problem. Christopher Edler says, let me fix. And he is fixed. We're grabbing that queen, right? Now he probably wants a blocker. That is not a queen. King up. He's safe. If bishop check, just give the queen and then checkmate. Like knight check, bishop takes. Hey Slayer. You've seen 918 Evo at 2200. At 2200, I don't recall him being that high, but I could be wrong. He plays in the pool a lot. I recall him as a consistent 1900. Maybe he could swing up to 2200 at some point, but I don't think he's regularly at that rating. So these key squares are covered. He's going for more defense. 918 Evo gets the mate. I guess we could just like check out his profile so I could do a sanity check. Oh, I have him blocked. Not sure why I have him blocked. I don't think he's an alt. Alright, but I'm gonna... Oh, this is a different partner, by the way, for MRTY. So even if MRTY gets like first place, he's had different partners, so he would not qualify. So MRTY, there's no way he should ever qualify. He should not be in this arena. I mean, that's ridiculous. But all right, we're gonna check out. So yeah, highest rating for 918 Evo is 2197. But yeah, normally he hovers around 1900. Yeah, and that was in 2021 that he got that top rating. Yeah, so 918 Evo has a lot of swings, but I think normally in the 1900 rating range. Yeah, Darvek. Highest rating 2197. Tiger Dion says, since when does chess.com have high versus low? So, arenas actually do have high versus low sometimes. Arenas, I'm not sure the breakdown of the percentage chance. It might be like 25% chance or like 20% chance of high versus low. Usually bughouse is high versus high, meaning the higher of the two players on one team plays the higher of the two players on the other team. But this is a high versus low game where MRTY is the higher player and Christopher Edler is the higher player. I assume we are going to promote this. The knight takes. Although, is he dead? I guess it might be better just knight back, because knight back guards this square. Okay, he's just playing king c8. I think we just go over. Bishop take could be a thing. Alright, we take that twice. Whoa, queen here was mate before. Okay, well this is mate anyway, knight check. Oh, mate another way. What is Hacker Dion rated? Like 1900. Okay. Christopher Edler says, come on, man. He's frustrated with his partner. Alright, we'll watch one more game with this team, then we'll switch to another team to watch. So this team of two Germans, I think they already qualified, but I'm not certain. There is a challenge bracket that lists who's qualified. I haven't really looked at it much. I glanced at it and told the other organizers about a few misspellings, but that was about it. So I don't really remember who's on there and who's not. Mr. Edler going in on the light squares. Maybe knight in. Knight check. Okay. Felix needs to make a decision, either attack or defend. He's chosen to attack. Yeah, that's mate. New knight in. Oh, new knight in. This mate. Exploit the pin. Okay, using both queens. Looks promising. Knight check. Nice mate by Christopher Edler. But Felix missed mate in one. Oh, we got big splat here. Let's watch a few games with big splat. Gonna follow him. Gonna unfollow Christopher Edler. Did he have King E7? Did I miss that? Who had King E7? Ah, I mean, if you're talking about the right board, I'm pretty sure new knight in made it. There was no King E7 there. But I don't know. You guys can always rewatch the VOD to see who's right there. Why are we just hanging a knight? That seems very odd. Let's bring her back. We hung a knight a different way. At least got the king a little bit less safe, but I like Captain Kirk's position better. Big splat, trying to get in there. Trading queens does not look good for his partner, though. It mates him immediately. Queen check followed by rook check. Big splat down 10 seconds. Cannot trade the queens. This is looking bad for big splat. Oh, knight check would have been good. Alright, well, he's pretty safe. He could even take this knight. But I think, like, bishop here is pretty good. Knight back is fine. Prevent the king from running back. Seems reasonable. Even pawn check, then pawn up. Oh, got a free pawn while attacking. It's always nice. So this, I guess, doesn't work. Well, that definitely doesn't work. That's just a free dude. What? Why are we not taking the free dude? Shockingly, Captain Kirk is alive. I guess not for long. Even just a few pawn checks. Gonna do the trick. They're up 10 seconds. A few pawns, mates. You could have tried King C3. At least had a chance. Alright, so we're watching Big Splat for a bit. And we are now only 17 minutes left in this arena. 90 minutes total for the arena, so we are, what, like more than 70 minutes into it. Getting his king's bishop out, excellent. So sacking the knight and then pushing this pawn could have been good to go down the dark squares. Gotta get this knight out someday. Knight sack could be fun, followed by like pawn check, pawn at g3. Okay, this is reasonable. I like it. So f1 would be a threat if he had a rook, but he doesn't. All of these seem safe for now. Being attacked. If you're going to lose it anyway, might as well get a bishop for it. Maybe he's waiting for that perfect queen though. Queen would mate. Queen at f1 followed by knight check. Not anymore. Okay, Captain Kirk is crushing it. Just taking free stuff. Just needed to defend this bishop. So knight check is fine. Okay, this mates. Nice find. Nice find by Captain Kirk. Big Splat was about to promote a pawn there. Kaiski's playing. Got Kaiski 4 in the mix. I think we save this. Probably just knight out here. Attack the bishop. Why not save the knight? Okay, there we go. He could come back, attack the bishop another way. Oh, I would have taken that before. Yeah, that just hung a piece. Okay, diagonals are really good. Oh, actually, knight at d3. Take, take is good. Okay, that was pretty terrible. Diagonals are still good though. Unfortunately, he's running out of knights. So, okay. Bishop check. Maybe just take the rook. Now he has to worry about his own defense. Knight check. I don't like this because you don't want the queen. I mean, because he's going to try to checkmate. Kaiski's going to try to checkmate Big Splat. So, Big Splat doesn't really have enough time to take the queen unless it mates for his partner. Take another bishop in. Maybe vacate the square for like later pawn drops. That you could just take. You definitely should. Knight check could be a thing. This knight isn't doing anything. Why would you put a new knight in when you have one that can move there? That move made no sense to me. I would have taken this twice in order to grab the queen. Alright, at least you get the queen with initiative. This bishop could come in. Okay, this is pretty close to mate. I guess knight back. This rook in here should survive. Big Splat screwing up the mate, and his partner's mated. Made him one. So, nice defense by Kaiski. See how the arena's going. I like Bughouse's team is winning right now. Oh, Mikey San and Alex Su are in the mix. Okay, we watch Heavenly Fraction and Plot and Pawn versus Big Splat. Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk moving very slowly, like 15 seconds for his first two moves. Heavenly Fraction, like 1 second for the first three moves. So huge time advantage for the ladies. So Captain Kirk is second, but down so much time, don't think that sack's going to work out. Although Heavenly Fraction did not develop her King's Bishop, which is really, really terrible. And as we see, that means that Heavenly Fraction going to lose a bunch of pieces and get attacked the whole game. Just develop your King's Bishop, people. Not that hard. Okay, but Heavenly Fraction is going to win back some pieces now. I'd maybe just take this bishop. Big Splat, staying safe. That is an attack and move. So, okay, there's no, oh, there is a blocker now. They had to stick a knight in there. Okay, maybe, well, no, then this knight would hang. Yeah, it's always rough being down this much time. Maybe just grab a pawn. Okay. Gonna defend. Bottom pawn continuing to attack. Heavenly Fraction would like probably like a bishop. Captain Kirk would like a rook. Their time advantage is being squandered. Take this. Oh, that's a queen. Queen check is possible, but you need a little bit more. This is a pretty massive attack. Knight check. If takes, another knight check. Ooh, I don't think that's fast enough. I don't like this bishop here. I would have put it at c7 where the rook guarded it. Just take the pawn. Big splat going for touchdown. Touchdown is when you hit the other side of the board with your king. Captain Kirk at least got safe, but big splat, not gonna live to see another day here. Nice mate by plot and pawn. Okay, let's go back to I Like Bughouse. Watch this team a bit. This is #1 team of this arena. Playing Coffee Chest, Jack James, and Slam. There's a mate threat here. That does not protect the mate threat, so that's mate for Slam. Why are we not playing checkmate? Alright, there we go. And Jack Brooks has been pretty frustrated with his partner throughout this arena. Says what? So yeah, much better would have been to develop the knight and defend at the same time. Okay, Haggard Dion and empty. This doesn't accomplish much. Okay, Haggard Dion on the attack. Haggard Dion has a whole bunch of extra pieces. MRTY. Oh, New Knight in is good. Let me take the rook. But Jack Brooks needs some pieces to attack here. I don't really understand why we're waiting. Just take the rook and then rook over. I Like Bughouse says, I feed, we win. Not sure what we're waiting for. Okay, pawn check is reasonable. Now we can promote. And I still would play rook over. a bishop in here, maybe. Or you could just give the queen. Queen doesn't matter because he has enough to mate. You might take that with king. Yeah, this actually looks pretty bad. I think king takes since he doesn't have a bishop in hand. But oh, maybe knight here is the move after that. Yeah, this is looking bad. Now knight check. And you can't go down or you're mated. New knight in at b2. Probably mate. Okay. Pretty close to mate. This also defends some key squares. Could have even pushed the pawn. So mate in 1 for MRTY. Only 2 minutes left. This is going to be the last game in the arena. Jack Brooks is saying time. I don't know why I like Bughouse didn't move. That's another arena win for Heavenly Fraction. Only 2 minutes left. Let's watch Christopher Edler. So we take this a few times, I assume. Oh, that's mate. Nice mate for 1918 Evo. This game is not going to finish. Only have a minute left. So whatever team is losing can always wait it out. And then the game will abort. New knight in, probably good. Going for the pawn instead. Game aborted. Arena over. Okay. So first place, MRTY. And will not qualify. Did not have a consistent partner. And no idea how he got in this arena. Someone made a big mistake. Hold on. We gotta unfollow some people. Okay. Let's see. MRTY doesn't qualify, didn't have a consistent partner. At no point has he been under 2000, so never should have been let into this particular group. I don't know who did that, but that's a big mistake. Yeah, he just blatantly joined with a 2100 rating. I don't really understand how that was allowed. I'm just gonna go remove him from this club. He should not be in the club. Yeah, let me go find the club. We'll just remove him because that's ridiculous. Members. Where's members? Search. Okay. Kick out. Yeah, someone screwed up big when they let him in. Alright, so we've kicked him from the club. Alright, so first place, Jack Brooks and I Like Bughouse. Second place, Blood and Pawn and Heavenly Fraction. I think Heavenly Fraction's team already qualified before. Third place, okay, so Hagrid Dion was partnered to MRTY. So third place, 918 Evo and Christopher Edler. I don't think they've qualified before because I think Christopher Edler just joined. So I think this team just qualified. Alex Sue and Mikey San have already qualified, so they were just practicing. Ibrat, who was Ibrat's partner? Ibrat and Les Nerd, I think. Probably qualified. And Kaiski 4 and Nayar, did they qualify? Let me count that out again. 1, I think this team already qualified. 2, 3, 4. I think the Kaiski team just qualified. Assume and Heavenly Pawn had already qualified. What happens to players who are now over 2,000 like Plot and Pawn? It's not a problem if when you joined you were under 2,000 and now you're over 2,000, assuming your rating was like legitimate to begin with. I think Plot and Pawn and not played that much Bughouse, and I think Plot and Pawn might be overrated at this point, honestly. And Plot and Pawn is like borderline, but EMRTY is like ridiculous. Should never have been in here. I mean, I think Plot and Pawn is like only playing with Heavenly Fraction. Yeah, so we'll see how that rating goes in the future. All right, so thank you to everyone who participated. It was a fun tournament. We have another tournament coming up in half an hour. Half an hour, we have an open qualifier. But I'm going to raid out, and then I'm going to start a new stream for the next arena. So we're going to raid. Yeah, close. Jack Dreams, Coffee Chess. Yeah, Kaiski, I think you qualified because I think there were teams above that either had already qualified or are disqualified. I think so, Kaiski, but you should play in the other arena just in case. All right, we're gonna raid Chess Heroes, and I'm gonna stream again in about 25 minutes to do the open arena. And then I'm also gonna stream in 3.5 hours to do the final Challenger arena. So hope to see you guys in future streams. We're gonna send you to Chess Heroes. Be sure to ask the Chess Heroes why they're not playing, because I know they love Bughouse and they've played in some previous Bughouse World Championships. I think they're from South Africa, so their main problem was it was hard to schedule matches because their time zone was so different from everyone else's. But they are very enthusiastic about Bughouse and they are strong players. Yeah, Kaiski, you shouldn't have left early. So Kaiski, I think you qualified anyway, but yeah, you can try again in 3.5 hours. All right, have a good one later, everyone. Bye, guys.